Hello cookies, it's Siri, I'm back and today I'm going to share with you my tips on how to be motivated to go to the gym or to work out at home and how to stay motivated as well. When I posted my gym outfits video, you guys asked me to make some workout videos as well, and I feel like, you know, before you actually get into training, there's the motivation part that has to be on point, because without motivation you're actually never even going to exercise. So you might, you know, check out my video but never get to actually doing anything. This video is going to be in two parts because I want to go into details and I don't want it to be too long. I don't want to just, you know, throw some tips like, oh, number one, just do this and then that's it. The number one tip is to lower your expectations. So when I say lower your expectations, I think it's really important to know that everybody's body is different and your body is not going to turn into one of the 300 actors in 1 month or 2 months or 6 months. So one thing that I notice is that when people go into training, they think that if I train really hard every single day for 1 month, and if I eat very careful, if I sleep well, if I don't drink, if I don't party, then I'm going to have the perfect Victoria's Secret body. And that is basically when your motivation is going to drop, because after that 1 month, you're going to see that, oh, my body still looks the same. What happened here? I mean, I've been so careful, I did my best, and I don't see anything. And that's when you feel like, what's the point of doing this? You know, I thought that I would get these and these and these and these results, and I got none of them, so there's no point. If I'm going to spend so much time working out and eating healthy and still not get any results, then I should definitely stop. While if you lower your expectation, you just think to yourself, okay, I have no expectations, I'm going to do this, you know, for a while and then see what happens, and you know, I'm not going to tell myself that I have to look like this or like that or like that or like that. I'm just going to exercise just because I know it's going to make me feel good and make me healthy. The second thing is not to compare yourself to others. So this might sound like something that is self-explanatory, but you know, when you're at the gym, we humans, we like looking at each other. I don't know why, but it's like everybody more or less looks at others. Of course, there's a difference between staring like, you know, staring like this is so rude, just don't do this. But if you're at the gym and you exercise, there are other people around, of course you're going to see them. It's not like you just have your eyes or something to cover your eyes, so you're going to see other people. Chances are that there's going to be people there that are equally fit, that are less fit, that are way fitter. And this is something that I used to do when I was, you know, starting at the gym, is that when I see someone fit, I look at them and I just feel so miserable because I'm thinking, oh wow, she has such a nice bum, she has such nice abs, and then here I am, oh, this is so not motivating because I'm never gonna look like that. I mean, look at her, come on, this is blah 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 blah. Wow, she doesn't have any stretch marks. Oh, my stretch marks are so horrible. I wish I could wear some shorts like her. And it just goes on and on and on and on. So if you compare yourself to others, you're never going to win, because even though you will find someone maybe that is, you know, like a bit more overweight or a bit more underweight, or, you know, according to your personal standards, not as good as you, even though it's really never good to compare, you will always, oh, my voice, never mind that, you will always find someone that is fitter than you. It's like, that's just how it works. And if you keep on comparing yourself to others and their journey, you're going to be very disappointed with yourself, and you're just going to feel miserable all the time. So focus on yourself and your own journey, because you don't know if this person has been exercising for 10 years or 20 years or 25 years. So of course, if they've been exercising for that long but you don't know about that, they will definitely be way more ripped than you. And if that's how you base your motivation on, then yeah, it's not going to be really nice. So just focus on yourself, on your journey, and, you know, tell yourself like, okay, my competition is not those people that are less fit or fitter. My competition is me right now. So this is the me right now. So how can I improve this and how can I make my own journey? Number 3 tip is to choose the right gym. So now the right gym is not the gym that has the most expensive equipment, that is the fanciest, that has this grand view over the whole city. The right gym is the right gym for you. So for example, my previous gym allowed babies and kids to be there, and the changing room always smelled like used diapers. And the changing room was in the basement, there was no window, and of course there was probably some ventilation, but it was always smelling like baby poop and some other things that could end up in diapers. And to me that was horrible because, you know, in Sweden I'm always cold, so it takes me something like 15 minutes to change when I come to the gym and when I leave the gym. I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but it's really 15 minutes that I use to change. So basically when I'm changing there before I start and it smells like baby poop, I'm very sensitive to those kind of smell and I feel very dizzy, very nauseous, I'm sick, I'm like, oh. And that's the mood I'm going to carry to go train, and it really doesn't feel good. Another thing is that the people at the reception were really not friendly, they weren't nice, and they were the type of people that would, you know, stare at you up and down like this and just be like, hey, you know, if you don't look like fancy enough. And that always made me uncomfortable because even before I got to the gym, I was always thinking, they're going to judge me again, they're going to do that attitude thingy again. So before even going to the gym, I knew that 1, they're going to judge me, 2, it's gonna smell like diapers, and there were lots more other things that I really did not like with my previous gym. So every time my motivation was already low, those excuses came to my mind very easily, like, oh, I shouldn't go because anyway it's going to smell like baby poop again, or I shouldn't go because they're going to look at me up and down again and make me feel uncomfortable. There were really low chances I would go. So I decided to change gym, and the gym I am right now, I really like it because it doesn't smell like baby poop, and you know, the people at the reception, except from one lady, but everybody there except from that lady is really nice and welcoming and helpful, and the gym is actually even much cheaper than the one I used to go to, and it is better and bigger and the equipment is much nicer. So I was like, wow, I'm actually really happy with this gym. So try to find the right gym for you because, you know, we're all different, we all have different expectations, and the environment where you train is very important for your motivation. The 4th tip is to choose the right time at the gym. Choosing the right time basically means knowing when you feel the most comfortable to exercise and when you feel the most comfortable being at the gym. So today, for example, I went to the gym later than I usually do, so I went to the gym at around 12, like lunchtime, and there's always many people then at lunchtime, and I don't feel comfortable exercising when the gym is crowded. Same thing for when it's in the evening. I really don't like exercising in the evening because after 5:30, there's always so many people that, you know, first of all the machines are taken, so I arrive and I'm like, oh, I should do treadmill. Then you have all the 8 treadmill machines taken, and I'm like, okay, never mind, change of plans. And I really don't like changing plans when I exercise because I know what I have to do. So I'm like, okay, no treadmill, let's go to the bikes. There's 4 of them all taken, and I'm starting to get annoyed and just be like, okay, never mind. Let's go to the step machine, 10 of them all taken, and then I'm just like, oh, this is just not working. And then it's just like, I'm also a very introverted person and I'm not social at all, so I'd rather be by myself, and I like places where there's not many people, and crowded places and crowded area get me very stressed out. It's like I feel very uncomfortable and very bad when there's too many people around and that I can see in an enclosed space. So basically I'm already annoyed that all the machines are taken, then I get really stressed because there's so many people around, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm going to do 1 or 2 exercises and go home. And that actually happens very often, that I just do 1, 2 instead of the 12 or 14 that I usually do, because I feel like, you know what, it's better to just go and do a little bit than actually not go. So I tell myself that, you know, it's okay because at least I'm going, right? One thing to also consider is that some people have different levels of energy depending on what time they exercise. So for me, for example, I have lots of energy in the morning and lots of energy in the evening, but in between, during the whole day, for some weird reason, I'm just like, meh. So even if the gym is empty, let's say at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock or something like that, I'm just like, yeah, it's empty and I can have all the machines and there's not so many people, so I don't get stressed, but it's still like my energy level is so low right now, so I should either have gone in the morning or in the evening. The fifth tip is to buy yourself some nice gym clothes. For me personally, it is very important to wear clothes that I feel comfortable in and that I can exercise comfortably in. Something that happened to me, I think 2 weeks ago, was that I was very motivated to go exercise. I took my pre-protein shake and I was like, woohoo, I'm going to exercise. I feel like it, I have lots of energy. I just downloaded some new music, and then I realized that since we forgot to do the laundry, all of my nice, or yeah, I shouldn't do this because I think they're nice, all of my nice gym clothes that you guys saw in my gym clothes haul video were dirty. So I found some of my old gym pants and I was like, okay, never mind, let's wear my old gym pants. And I didn't find anything nice on top, so I just wore a kind of loose crop top, not crop top, but it was like cut here and just a normal top basically, and I looked so fat in it. It's like, I know it sounds stupid, but the way it was sitting on me, it wasn't sitting right, so it looked like I had really flat boobies. I mean, I have flat boobies, I'm like a 34A, so I have nothing, but it looked worse than if I had nothing. It looked like they were digging in, but then my stomach, that is generally flat, was like this. So I was like, what is this? So I arrived at the gym and, you know, I like checking myself out in the mirrors when I exercise because I feel like it also, you know, gives me some energy. So I was checking myself out, trying to get some loose weights, and just, I was like, no, what is this? Like, how do I look like right now? The colors are not nice, and then it looks like I'm flat here and big here, and it was just so bad. I did literally one exercise and I got home. When you have those nice pants that show your round bum or like your curvy figure and hourglass, or when you have a top that, you know, flatters your nice shoulders that are, you know, kind of like square but tight, you feel like, ooh, I look nice today, so I should definitely exercise because I like how I'm looking like. But then when you feel like, no, I look horrible, that is just so demotivating. So something that I really suggest, cookies, is that even before you start registering at the gym, go shopping, find yourself some nice clothes, some, you know, if you love colors, get yourself some colors, because I feel like for me as well, when it's all gray outside, it's raining, and then I have my pink, yellow, green, bright blue clothes at the gym, I feel like, ooh, this reminds me of holiday, of summer, and I have some energy. So, you know, just focus on buying some clothes that are nice, flattering for you, that the colors, you know, inspire you. Tip number 6 is to have a good playlist. There was this mini study that they made here in Sweden that showed that depending on what type of music you're listening to, it basically increases your energy and how much you burn on the treadmill. I will put the link to that video in the description box. So it's like, yeah, it's just like an ad kind of survey study, so it's nothing like big scale, but I think it makes sense that if you're listening to something that is melancholic and slow paced and just kind of like, ooh, of course you're going to, you know, adapt your body movements to that music. What if you're listening to something that is dubstep or techno, you're going to automatically go boom, 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 boom. Like for me, for example, I noticed that when I'm starting to get a little bit tired and then I have my iPod on shuffle and then there's a song that is kind of like boom, 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 playing randomly, I feel like I'm like, woo! And that's the end of part 1. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed those tips. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss part 2, and until next time I will see you at the next video. Bye bye!